hello to you. It's our favorite day of the week. It's here once again, and of course, you will agree with me, right?
Yeah.
Friday
is a good day.
Yeah.
It's just that day that makes everybody just begin to.
Yeah.
People's blood pressure comes down on Friday. It's, you know.
Yes, so
You just
everybody
feel
needs to chill.
kind of cold and chill, and that's why you should always watch the show, Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes, indeed. Now, this is the #1 breakfast show in the country, and this show gives you a lot more than just extra. Like, we're extraordinary what we package for you, I have to say. And on Friday, we like to usher in happy hour earlier than the rest of the world.
Yes, indeed. And of course, it starts right now. My name is Yomi Owope.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Please keep up with us online from anywhere in the world. You can stream with us live on tvcentertainment.tv and of course Facebook Live at TVC Connect.
Yeah, guys, send in your comments on our social media platforms. Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Yes, so you can also download our mobile app. You better just go to Android or iOS store right now, get the app, have us on your mobile devices as soon as you can, and you can watch us from anywhere in the world.
So straight to this morning's highlights, shall we? And we're going to be starting things off with a musical performance, as usual. From Killy. Now, this is a singer and a songwriter. What a great voice.
Now, for a routine in dance, we have Ablaze Dance Crew. They're a group of young people who came together to propagate the gospel, and they're doing it through dance.
Fashion.
Yes,
That's
so
a big area.
fashion is one of the things we love every Friday. We have the founder and creative director of TLCA, Rotimi Ainde, displaying some African-inspired abstract shirts.
Very nice, very nice. Then we'll bring you another musical performance, this time from Ibiak Dalo. Now, of course, he's an Afro-pop singer. Is that what they're called nowadays? Afro-pop. Yeah.
Still to come, we have a chat with Nollywood actress Tonya Chukura.
Inside me that you can't quite shake, no matter how hard you try.
Yes, indeed. So many things to talk about. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are happy to see you.
Wow.
God bless you.
We're actually happy to see you too. Yes.
So you remember the guy in class who probably sat down by the left, top left in class, primary school, and then someone comes in, either a teacher or let's say someone who maybe an inspector or something, or a guest, and the guy goes, hits his desk or her desk.
The person used to sit at the left.
So the person normally should have a vantage position, you know, so that you can see. Because the
thought of
idea
it that
is that
way.
you're supposed to be sharp.
Yeah.
So don't let the person come in. So the person has don't let the person come in. You have to hit that desk. And so there's a code. So I was anybody, whatever you're doing, sharp up.
It was a case of anybody. The first person to spot.
Okay.
Someone coming.
You see the problem with that one. The
Exactly.
problem with that one is that somebody could cry wolf.
Yes, it was normal.
So
It was
you had
normal.
one person that it was so once up, you know, it's person's responsibility. I mean, you should try it. The whole class will arrange you if you cry wolf. You know? So when they all hit the desk, and so there was a way they will hit it. They will all stand up.
Lisa, you're welcome to
The good morning
Pageantry,
comes before we see
baby.
who's coming. Good morning. And then there's a particular time where we're waiting, and so the guy cited the person coming in and already hit, so I already stood up and we're waiting. Good morning. And then, who's coming? Who's coming? You know, until the person came.
So it was basically a prank, yeah?
No, it wasn't a prank. So the person was
The person was on
her way also, yeah. So the guy wanted to be proactive.
Goodness me. Okay, so speaking of secondary schools, you know, my secondary school has been in the news of recent, Queen's College.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
You're QC, babe.
wow. Yeah, I am.
QC, oh.
It's really sad, you know, that so on social media, it's being blown in different directions. A lot of different stories being thrown everywhere from some of the groups that I'm on. for old girls of Queen's College. You know, everybody's showing a lot of concern. Everybody wants to go find out what's going on, see how they can help.
What's
the
the
truth
story?
is,
But
the story
yeah.
is quite a lot of students fell ill during the first 2 weeks of resumption at school.
This is not the first time this has happened.
I
not
know
the first
it's
time.
not the first time, and it's a real source of concern. I know that even Lagos State has come in; they're doing their investigations.
The school
and
mentioned
so
that
much.
there's something about their facilities that needs to be upgraded.
Yes.
So I think it's one of
Yes.
the things that needs to be looked at. For instance, if they have maybe a borehole that is probably not deep enough,
Yeah,
True.
that can be a problem because that
problem.
means
Or
they're
even
probably
maybe the
pumping
tanks.
water. They're probably pumping water that is
Not as
that is not very clean or that has been contaminated because of the level of where the water is.
Your
But the water is
everything makes a
deep.
lot
That
of
are even
sense
storing
because
the
you see
water.
that
It's
many
scary.
schools these days, especially the old schools, they still operate as if they are in the 1960s when things were still way more flexible.
Yeah.
They forget that times have passed. And so there are certain things that perhaps where the school was located, there weren't so many people.
Yeah.
Now there are more
Exactly,
people, which of
exactly.
course includes, you know, the possibility of certain things being widespread faster than they used to be.
And one of the
So-
things that you would also find out, like you were saying, one of the things you would also find out, if, for instance, maybe recently or maybe in the recent past, maybe in like 10 years ago, a factory was
Was
built near
opened.
that location.
Yeah, yeah.
That can affect
That's
the
a
water.
problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, so little things like that, the growth
Yeah,
of
so
population,
that Yaba
septic
Industrial
tanks,
Estate is
you
right
understand?
there. Yaba Industrial Estate is
Exactly.
right there. It's
Septic
not far.
tanks from neighbors and things like that can seep into the water. That's why the water has to be really, really deep.
When you even think
in
about
order
it,
for
the
you
school
to-
is really, really old. So even the piping has to be checked. The tanks have to be checked. So many things have to be checked to make sure that everything is up to date, modernized, and sanitary.
Talking
That's-
about
so
being
that's
up to
very
date,
bad.
I know it's time for the news.
Yes, it is.
Keep
Yes,
us
it is.
updated, Yomi.
All right, so the President, Muhammadu Buhari, will be presenting the 2020 budget proposal to the National Assembly next week. And both chambers of the legislature are set to receive the document with the approval of the medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper. Let's start with how it happened at the Senate.
President Muhammadu Buhari had on September 25, 2019, sent a letter to the National Assembly detailing the provisions of the two documents. In it, he made proposals for budget deficit, crude oil benchmark price, exchange rate, among others.
FITFA.
The chairman Senate Committee on Finance, Senator Adiola Solomon, who presented the report, said the committee recommended the daily production output of crude oil at 2.18 million barrels per day, $57 per barrel as crude oil benchmark price for the fiscal year 2020, 305 naira equivalent to $1 as the exchange rate.
In view of concerted effort by NNPC and security agency to combat the menace of oil theft, vandalization, the 2.18 million per barrel will be realizable.
However, the Senate frowns at under-disclosure of the electronic collection of stamp duties by the Central Bank of Nigeria. The committee also criticized the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation for its production details, which the committee noted is shrouded in secrecy, as well as direct deduction of cost from revenue without recourse to relevant agencies of government. Other lawmakers in their contributions called on government to guide against stealing of government revenue.
Now, we have a budget deficit of 2-point-something trillion here. I think that, as far as I'm concerned, that deficit is far more than that.
This country must begin to make sacrifice and cut down on cost of governance. To start, very painful as it might be. Now, our constitution provides that we have 3 senators. What is the three senators per state doing that 1 senator per state cannot do?
Reacting to Senator Okorocha's contribution, President of the Senate advised him to come up with a bill, if need be, to facilitate the idea through a constitutional process. After debate on the matter, President of the Senate acknowledged that lack of funds has always been responsible for the poor implementation of budgets in the country. He canvassed for Federal Inland Revenue Service to ensure that more Nigerians and corporate entities pay taxes so as to increase government revenue. Senator Lawan also stressed the need for economic diversification that will take the pressure off crude oil and enhance budget implementation vis-a-vis employment generation.
Even buying the oil. So we need to have an economy that provides jobs for everybody and create wealth. And that is to diversify in the area of agriculture, to diversify in the area of solid minerals, to diversify in the area of tourism. And we have a chairman of tourism who is energetic, who is determined, who is focused. Distinguished Senator Rocha Sokorocha, the tourism sector in Nigeria can do very, very well. We expect that you will turn around that particular sector.
President Muhammadu Buhari is expected to present the 2020 budget before a joint session of the National Assembly next week.
Now to the House of Representatives, which increased the budget estimate from 10 trillion to 10.7 trillion naira. The lower chamber also considered and passed the 2020 to 2022 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper. National Assembly correspondent Joke Adisa has the story.
The coast is now clear for President Muhammadu Buhari to lay the 2020 appropriation bill before a joint session of the National Assembly.
Speaker.
The Chairman House Committee on Finance presented the report of legislative action taken on the MTEP document as sent in by Mr. President. It gives a summary of the joint committee of the two chambers on finance and appropriation.
The sum of 557.4 billion from the revenue increment of customs be used to reduce borrowing by 200 billion and increase capital expenditure, thereby decreasing the size of the budget deficit from 1.7 to 1.5 trillion.
The House immediately resolved to the Committee of Supply and considered the report. In less than 3 minutes, the House adopted all the recommendations as harmonized by the Joint Committee on Finance and Appropriation of the National Assembly. Among these are the adoption of 2.18 million barrels of crude as daily production output in the year 2020. It also adopted $57 per barrel as crude oil benchmark for the fiscal year 2020.
Now, Federal High Court sitting in Calabar will today, Friday, rule on whether just journalist and rights activist Agba Jalingo will be granted bail or remain in custody. Trial Judge Justice Simon Amobeda will also be ruling on the preliminary objection raised by the prosecution. Agba Jalingo was arraigned on the 25th of September after 34 days in police custody for alleged treason and purported attempt to topple the Cross River State government. His ordeal began when he wrote an article which sought the whereabouts of 500 million naira approved and released for the floating of the Cross River State Microfinance Bank. The Cross River State government has denied being behind the matter. Well, that's it on the news update for this hour. The weather forecast is next, and after that, a quick break.
We're going to start with the Guardian newspaper this morning, and it says here, confusion over customs clampdown on auto dealers. $8 billion market threatened, anxiety over prices of vehicles. And there you can see some gates there and stickers from customs, warning stickers on some of the car marts that were sealed off at Ojudubega yesterday. It's a scary thought. It's a lot of cars. Senate raises 2020 budget from 9.12 trillion naira to 10.729 trillion naira. Approves medium-term expenditure framework. Reps okay 2.18 MBPD and $57 per barrel as crude oil benchmark. Right at the bottom here, it says gunmen abduct 6 students, 2 teachers in Kaduna. Open up economy, guarantee Nigerian safety, businesses. Buhari charges South Africa. Bauchi ex-governor sold 7 exotic vehicles to self. AIDS stole 30. Wow. And ex-PAMSEC jailed 5 years for 14 million naira fraud. That's what we have on the cover of The Guardian.
Let's take a look at the Vanguard this Friday, October 4th, as customs on the offensive and seals off car marts nationwide. That story is on page 5. 110 car marts shut down in the north. Wow. Customs men raid Abuja, Central Business District, and car sellers wail alleged customs out to ruin their businesses. Pay duty, retrieve impounded cars, customs says. And EFCC to Maina provide details of how you spent 17 billion naira pension funds. Wow, 17 billion. Reduced number of senators, reps, Okorocha advises. And gunmen raid Kaduna school, kidnap 6 girls, 2 teachers. Wow. National Assembly approves MTEF. FSP recommends 10.7 trillion naira 2020 budget. And Alagba, 344-year-old tortoise, dies in Ogbomoso. And Buhari...
You say 334.
344-year-old, yeah.
Wow.
Buhari Ramaphosa vowed to prevent further xenophobic attacks. Don't tax the poor, Ndume tells federal government. Minimum wage, Oshibaja, Ingige. TUC meet in Aso Rock. And finally, Olympian Isaac Promise slumps, dies in the US. That's a sad one there. On the cover of the Vanguard.
Oh, dear me. We have the Nation newspaper here, and it says a stalemate over new wage. Ngige, to meet unions' demand, government needs to sack. TUC say we want urgent action before next week. It also says a former AD Senator Mojisolua Akinfenwa dies at 89. It says here Buhari Ramaphosa signed 32 agreements. Xenophobia victims may get compensation. At the top here, it says Okorocha cut number of senators, reps. Let's lead cost cutting, it says. And Buhari to present 10.2 trillion naira budget Tuesday. Lawmakers pass MTEF. That's what we have on the cover of The Nation.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Daily Sun. Gunmen abduct 2 teachers, 6 schoolgirls in Kaduna. 190 victims of torture house reunite with families. That's good news. And federal government makes U-turn on 30,000 naira minimum wage. And Minister hinges payment on retrenchment. Oshibajo wades in. Xenophobia, Buhari Ramaphosa reach deal. And Aba residents count losses after fracas. And National Assembly raises 2020 budget by 729 billion naira. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Sun.
I have the Nigerian Tribune here as quickly as possible. It says minimum wage. Federal government says labor's demand will lead to retrenchment. 580 billion naira required to meet demand annually. Buhari ready for honest, transparent negotiation, says Oshimbajo. Be tolerant of competition, Buhari tells South Africa. Attacks on Nigerians regrettable, Ramaphosa says. South Africa, Nigeria signed 30 trade deals. It also says here, gunmen abduct 6 female students, 2 teachers in Kaduna private school, and that's how we wrap it up on the Nigerian Tribune.
Yeah, of course, we'll take a break now when we're back with traffic in Lagos.
Welcome back. Wake Up Nigeria continues now. It's time for traffic. And of course, it's Friday. And the first Friday of the month, might I add, that means Lagos roads are about to, you know, give you some information about what Lagos is really about. They will inform you that your destination that you wanted to get to in a particular amount of time, you might have to extend that time frame. We're going to be taking your messages as well from Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood. And I'm starting from the Festac area of Lagos, and there's a reason why I start from there, because it just feels like that particular area hasn't had much attention of recent, be it on the roads, be it construction, be it traffic management. A lot of people still sending out complaints via social media. It'll take you about 1 hour, 11 minutes if you're coming from Lasu Gate all the way to Orile bus stop. And yeah, that is like half the journey a lot of people have to take. So by the time they get to Orile, then they start trying to find their way through Apapa, Igomu to then come towards the island. So that's like a 2-hour journey in general if you're coming from Lasu area or Iba area heading to Victoria Island. But right now, the trouble spots are Alakija, which is the under bridge area. And of course, First Gate is also a bit jam-packed as of right now. You'll have it plain and free until you get to the Mile 2 bridge area, where it'll definitely slow you down for about 15 minutes. But all in all, you shouldn't have much traffic until you get to Koka. So Koka seems to be on lockdown. Not sure why. Maybe it's the roads, maybe it's flooding, or maybe it's just that day of the week. But expect some traffic at Koka. Expect some traffic around Igomu Primary School, which is just after Orile bus stop there. And as soon as you pass through that, you'll be at your destination. But I know that the team always have some social media updates on traffic handy.
Yeah, just very quickly, I'm seeing that there's some traffic heading out of Lagos this morning. Not really sure why, but it's quite heavy. From just after Berger, heading out of Lagos, it's quite busy. So if you have a trip to make, it's better to leave as early as possible, so that you don't get stuck for many hours on that road. So we just got that information from someone coming from that area. So that's one update that I have from here. I don't know if you guys have updates with you.
Well, as it is, my internet service provider doesn't want me to have any updates, so I'll pass it to my...
Mary! GT, you have to... Mary, let's not go to... Okay,
your internet service provider is not allowing you to be great. It's fine. We understand.
Can't stop me from...
We understand.
Yeah. Something, I remember, I think, was it 2 Fridays ago where we had, or maybe 3, where we had that Otedola issue that really affected like the whole of Lagos. Today is one Friday that if what you're going out to do is not very important, stay back at home. Please stay back at home. Like, you know, it's First Friday, right? So you have like conventions on Lagos.
All right.
They're still working on the route.
So we were heading, team, we were heading east before. Now we're heading west. If you're coming from Aja area of Lagos, trying to get into Victoria Island or head towards the mainland, you have a journey in front of you. Now, if you leave Ado Road right now, you have 1 hour, 22 minutes before you get to Victoria Island. So that is quite a journey. The major trouble spots are, of course, the Ado Road Junction, where the bridge is, the new bridge at Aja. And that place is going to slow you down. I'm not sure if it's the bus drivers or something like that. But as always, as soon as you pass Aja and head towards Chevron area, you're going to slow down all the way down to almost a standstill, likely for another 15 minutes. Once you pass that toll gate, you should have it free until you get to, let's see, where is this? Where the Ikota shopping complex is. Then you're going to slow down a little bit more. And then, of course, every single junction, there used to be roundabouts, every single junction along the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway seems to have traffic behind it. So the traffic lights are what is slowing most people down. There does seem to be a long stretch of traffic that goes for about 21 minutes on that same road just before you get to the place they call Tickle Bay. I'm not sure if that's Elegushi junction or not. I'll check that out. But you can take an alternative route, possibly try and bypass it, go through Lekki Phase 1 and head towards the Lekki-Ikoyi toll gate if you're trying to head to the mainland. But if you're just going to VI, I'm sorry, you still have another 15-minute journey ahead of you. All in all, 1 hour, 22 minutes from Ajah to Victoria Island this morning. Hopefully, you will be able to plan accordingly. I'm heading to the kitchen right now. I'll see you guys in a bit.
All right. It's funny how my internet service provider decided to behave itself suddenly. As it is, it's almost as if we predicted it. Most tweets are based on Beja access.
Okay.
Someone says from Magodo access. Magodo at this time.
Magodo? Yeah.
That means we are already in it.
True.
From
So,
Magodo access around Lagos.
by this time.
Yeah. And Longbridge, Kara in hellish. Some vehicles which drove against traffic inward Lagos are stuck. Lagos traffic is standstill from Beja. Another one says, going out of Lagos, avoid Lagos-Ibadan Expressway this morning. Very terrible traffic from Otedola Bridge all the way to Warewa. So,
okay, so something probably happened. Maybe there's a broken down truck or something.
And on that road
that
already
update will probably come,
See, if it's Otedola, don't go out today. You have to show me running. I'll start trekking. Because you that is trekking, you never reach home. You will reach home before people are driving. So just start checking. Look, I told you what happened that particular day. By 1 a.m., the roads, I mean the whole of Third Mainland from beginning to end was blocked. The entire... It's same as the Kogi Road, that particular Friday I was talking about. Same as that day I went for the Lagos conference. So same as the Kogi Road, 3.5 hours on the Kogi Road. And by the time we got to the end of the road, it was still blocked from the beginning by the time I checked the Lagos map.
Oh, good. Some people went back to the island, got hotels.
I'm telling you, man.
So that they could just calm down.
That's those that could even find vehicles back to the island. It was that bad. It was really bad. Like, to find vehicles going back was even tough on its own.
So there's a story I heard yesterday. It happened over in the US. Now, you know, there's this recurrent white policemen killing, policemen and women killing unarmed black men. Usually that happens a lot. So in the past few months, I'm not sure I think about 9 months ago or 6 months ago, a lady, a female police police officer, walked into a building, walked into a gentleman's home who happened to be a black man. He was eating ice cream, watching TV. He was an accountant.
In his house, yes.
In his own house.
Yes.
And she shot him.
In his own
And
house?
the story was then, she called it in, of course, you know, so all her partners came in. So the story was that she thought it was her own apartment. And when she walked in, she saw that there was a black guy in her apartment, and then she just pulled out the gun and shot. Anyway, so there was a trial. Let me just cut the long story short. There was a trial that ended, I think, Monday.
Monday.
Where she was found guilty, and then on Tuesday she was sentenced to 10 years.
10 years.
Oh, wow.
And the brother of the guy that was killed then made an emotional statement. You know, they said victim impact statement, and he said, "I forgive you," and he gave her a hug.
A hug, I saw the judge.
So it started trending, and the judge said everybody in the courtroom was crying.
You see,
I've never seen anything like that before.
So
and hugged her. Like, you could tell that the lady needed her forgiveness because the way she hugged him back, like, thank you for forgiving me.
But,
amazing.
But what sort of story is that, though? You thought it was your apartment, so you shot the guy?
Titi, there's always a story to tell. And that's one of the reasons most of them have cams now. It's compulsory to have cams, body cams, as well as dash cams, because of things like this. They keep denying or they exaggerate stories. There's a particular one that still hit me, and I really respect that lady. So this guy was being arrested for no reason by some white cops. And she kept saying, you have to tell me why. And guess what? She went live.
Yeah, she went live.
So she started saying, you have to tell me why you are taking this guy.
Yeah.
They said, no, ma'am. Eventually, when they realized she was live, they started coming out down that, no, we are not going to hit him anymore. We are not going to drag him anymore. The Caucasian policemen were literally harassing this man.
Okay.
Eventually, they made him kneel by the car. They kept assuring the woman, knowing, of course, not the woman, but the whole world watching via live video that we're not going to harm him. We're just going to take him in for questioning. And she kept repeating the same question. What did he do? They didn't say anything.
The U.S. is a systemic racism in that country. And,
it's an issue. When I heard about the story, right, I feel like, we get our own problem plenty here. That's my first thought. That's like Monday. But you see, it was when this happened in the court. First of all, I think for Amber Goya, that's her name, the white cop, I feel that 10 years was about the minimum, and she got off very light.
Yeah, she got off light. Yeah.
But you see, the point is, there are a lot of things that, about that story, the back end. So, on her way to her apartment, this is probably what distracted her. She was having a chat with her boyfriend, who is a member of the police force who's married.
Oh, dear me.
Yeah. So they were chatting. I think, Baba, they had issues. So she was, this is the defense.
So that's why they say emotional becloudment.
So this is the defense. This is what the defense were using. They had to read excerpts of her text she was sharing. And she said, so she was not in a state of, he's a married man.
Yeah.
And she goes, and so this was very bad. She goes for the torso, where you are trained to kill. She didn't even go for the leg or maybe the torso.
At that moment, the guy more or less represented the guy she was angry at.
He was sitting on the couch and eating ice cream. Like, I don't understand. In his
own house.
In his own house.
So your house is
the apartment, she went to the apartment above her own. So I feel, so personally, yes, I believe in justice and mercy, but then I feel 10 years was too small. I'd have expected a longer sentence. Yeah, because but that show of
the whole story was very funny.
At this point,
very hazy. She said she tried to open her door, then she saw that the door was. She tried to put in her key. Then she saw that the door was slightly open. Then she didn't open it. Then that she now saw the guy that he looked very menacing and she feared for her life. That's why she shot him.
Yeah, in the torso. Goodness me, imagine.
This kind of story,
they just make you shake your head.
It was a part of the guy. So when you are chatting somebody,
at this point, I feel like that it was just that guy's time to go, man. Because the odds of
what kind of story is that? How can you his time?
No, I'm just saying because do you know the odds of a police officer walking into your apartment? That's like just randomly. The odds are just so. I'm just like, man.
The odds are kind of very
crazy.
High there. But
and she just happened to be in a state.
What I'm just thinking about is
just happened to go to the wrong floor. Hello.
Probably some people they'll maybe probably still be an inquisition, and the other guy, the married dude, might still get into the something.
Into trouble.
He's already. That's
but yes, but I'm not the one to judge anybody for their relationships and all of that. Yeah, but let's try our best to. I don't know, man.
It was whatever happened was very good because at the end of the day, I think even her own colleagues in the force, they were initially trying to protect her.
Yeah.
Of course.
And they discovered, an old piece of marijuana in the house.
Yes.
So they were already trying to set the guy off.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So it was just.
Anyhow, we have to wrap this up. I just want to wrap up by saying the Big Brother finale is on Sunday. We are all voting.
Keep your door locked.
Who are you voting for? Okay. All right. We're going to be taking a break now. We'll be back.
Thank you for staying tuned. It is time for the very first performance today on Wake Up Nigeria, and it's going to be Kotsi Ibiak. Now, just so you know, his real name is Yakub Ibrahim, but it's called Ibiak Dalo. Abi?
Daelo.
Hey, no be small matter. He is an Afropop singer, a songwriter, and performing artist, and he is about to bring us some of his singing abilities with a performance. So what song are you performing for us today?
Pami.
Pami?
Pami. Pamwine. Pami.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, how did you come about your name? Ibiak L-O, right? Daelo. How did you come about it?
Ibiak Daelo.
Yeah.
Ibiak. The Ib there is from my first name.
Ibrahim. Okay.
While the Yak is from Yakub.
Okay.
So, like, Daelo is like Damilola.
Okay.
Then the L-O there is Lyrical Banji.
Lyrical Ogbanji.
Yeah.
Your name is long, Ibiak Daelo.
So that's why I short it like Ibiak Daelo. So you can quickly know about it.
Okay. So you've been doing music since childhood, but professionally for how long?
Since 15 years old, because I released my first single at the age of 15.
At 15, okay.
Yeah.
So you've been doing music for that long. Has it been enjoyable for you? Do you like doing music?
Yes.
So if you weren't doing music, what would you do?
Oh, a fashion designer.
Fashion designer.
Yeah.
Are you practicing that on the side? Because I know music is expensive. You have to fund it as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing to my alternate. That's my alternate career.
Okay, so you are also a fashion designer.
Yes, also.
Okay.
I made this clothes I put on.
Which one?
This one I put on.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You have a very good talent. Well done.
Thank
This
you
is
very
actually
much.
very nice, and I'm not trying to exaggerate. This is very nice. Well done.
Thank
well
you very
done.
much.
Okay, so have you done any major collaborations yet?
Yes, even the Palmy is a collaboration with one of my friends.
Okay,
So
okay.
like Badman Samlis.
Okay.
So, but
You're still working on more. So if you could get the opportunity to choose any Nigerian artist, anyone, like someone says, you know what, Ibiak, I'm going to fund you being able to do a collabo with 2 major Nigerian artists, who would you go for?
wow, that would be right now Davido
Davido, okay.
and Wizkid.
Davido and Wizkid. Those are the 2 you'd really like to work with right now.
Yes.
So what kind of music do you do? Like if I was to ask you to, or rather I'm asking you to describe your genre of music, what would you say it is?
It's just an Afro pop stuff.
Afro pop.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're looking forward to listening to Pami right now. Kotsi Ibiak da Elu. All right, take it away.
I say love me the way I love you. No one above you. Follow me where you need me, baby. I go always there for you. Love me the way I love you, baby. No one above you. Follow me where you need me.
Well, 1 hour's gone by. A very good morning to you once again.
Yes, indeed. It's certainly been great. And we're in that Friday mood. Hopefully, you caught up with the first hour. You didn't miss too much.
Yeah. But there's still so much more to come
Yes, indeed.
over the next an hour, 45 minutes. It's still Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes, indeed. And of course, Fridays are game day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it off my chest. All right, so we're going to get things started. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Titilayo Oyinso.
I'm Yomi Ope. Of course, you can stream with us live right now at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Now, those comments you send in, we love them. Send them in as soon as you can. All the platforms are standing by for your tweets or your posts. Wake Up Nigeria on TVC is the hashtag you need to.
Yeah, on your mobile devices, you can also watch us live. Download our app on both Android and iOS stores.
Yes, indeed. So, Yomi, you haven't, talked about my dress. Like, just say something about it.
That Ankara dress.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
what?
It's not a bad dress.
Oh, wow. Thank you so
Not
much.
bad.
That compliment warms my heart. It's not a bad dress. This is an amazing outfit, but I know that people will tell us online. We have to go to the highlights today. You should check out our app, download it so you can watch us. But then today we have quite a lot happening, especially in the kitchen.
Yeah, something happening in the kitchen right now. And
Mike
Mary's there, Mike is there.
When did Mike get?
Mike
Always
is
Chef Debbie.
I know I didn't see Mike. Whose head is this?
What? Oh my goodness. Why?
That was scary. What did you stop?
Good. Okay. Wow.
What about Apple here?
Honestly.
It's for the food.
Now I want to show them well so that they can see it well on the camera. I don't put it well.
We aren't through with the setup.
Apples, green peppers.
Eggs?
Chef Debbie's about to do something special
Yes, indeed.
this morning. Looking forward to it.
Welcome, Chef
Something
Debbie.
that will blow your mind. And something that will make you feel good with yourself. I won't tell you what yet. Yeah,
All right,
but Chef
all
Debbie
right.
must have watched the
Interesting
show
stuff.
2 days ago. That's all I'll give you as clue.
Anyway, let's go straight to the rest of this morning's highlights. For a dance routine, we have a Blaze dance crew joining us very shortly. And of course, for fashion, Rotimi Ainde of TLCA will be joining us to display some African-inspired abstract T-shirts.
Don't you just love a good T-shirt? Then it's on to another musical act. Then this is from Ibiak Dalo, Afro-pop singer and songwriter. We're going to be having a chat too.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, joining us for a chat is Nollywood actress Tonya Chukura.
How do you try? It sort of consumes and eats away. If the other side.
So, yeah, there's something I saw here. I was just going through Twitter and I really want to mention this. This is from the account of Deputy Commissioner of Police, who in charge of Rapid Response Squad, Tunji Disu. This is just very interesting. Once, my dad sacked his driver. He left without apologizing. That's the driver. The following day, he came back, took the keys, and started washing the car. And Dad asked him why he came back after being sacked. He said, Oga, you sacked me yesterday because you were angry. Today is another day.
I like that.
Yes, just left. You don't say this. You don't say that. Beg. You don't beg. Came back yesterday.
That's epic.
That driver,
he said it's correct.
Yes, it's smart man.
You know, sometimes you can, you have different situations that happen, and people react also in different ways. You understand? So your reaction is always very important and very key, and your attitude as well.
I wish I knew some of these things. This kind of things teaches me now. You know what you're doing here? You know that time when you'll be fighting. Are you finished? Oh yeah. Sit down.
Are you finished? You are looking for another fight too.
Okay. Driver woes. I've had quite a few drivers. And there was one particular driver who, because he was angry, actually took a rock and hit the radiator. Now, he wasn't angry at me. He was angry at someone else in my compound, but just decided, you know what, I'm going to smash this radiator.
And smash your radiator?
Yes, smashed the radiator before he left. Because he was fired, and it was just, I don't know. So all this while, you people are still laughing. You people have not had as many drivers as I've had. It's crazy.
Very true, very true. Anyway,
amazing. And talking about amazing stuff, welcome to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Chef Devi.
Yeah.
Chef Devi is about to give us some more things to stun us this beautiful morning. It's TGIF, and what better way than to have a local breakfast? Spiced up in some other ways. So what are we having?
Okay, so we have akara pancake with agege French toast.
Akara pancake with agege French toast. So this is agege bread.
Yes.
For the agege French toast. Okay. Let's talk about the ingredients. What are we making use of?
Okay, for the French toast, we have bread. Then we have our eggs. We have milk, some sugar, cinnamon powder, and some butter for the agege French toast.
Okay.
Then we are doing akara pancake as well. So we have our beans, flour.
Okay.
Then we have some onions, some peppers, salt, and oil. The bell peppers are just for garnishing. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm also curious about the apples.
Just also for garnishing as well, for the French toast.
Okay, so let's get started. What's the first thing we're doing?
Okay, so we already have the eggs.
Okay.
I'm going to add some milk.
Okay.
And then
Yomi and I made toasts a couple of days ago.
Wow.
In fact, Yomi was more interested in French toast. That's why I was saying that you must have watched the show and decided to show Yomi whose French toast is better.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'll add some cubes, just 2 cubes of sugar.
Okay, okay.
And cinnamon powder.
Cinnamon makes everything better.
Yeah. Just a little.
Okay.
So I'll mix
no
this.
seasoning cubes in this?
No
need for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I think I should put some oil in that pan.
No, I'll use butter.
Oh, you're making use of butter. Okay, let me put some butter.
Thank you.
No problem. How much butter would you need?
Just about, like a spoonful.
Okay. So I'm using a fork, so 2 forkfuls, or this is fine?
No, 2.
2.
Yeah.
Look at what I'm taking, oh. Are you sure this isn't okay? See, I'm just making it worse. I'll have to leave the fork there to melt.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me just cut the bread.
Okay. So I noticed you're making use of blended onions. Any particular reason for that?
Because I want a very smooth paste for the akara.
So is it fine like this, or you need more oil?
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. Thank you.
You want it to be smooth?
Yeah.
The pepper as well?
Yeah. Because it's going to come like a pancake, like very flat.
Oh, so it's not the usual balls of akara?
No.
This is flat like pancake?
Yeah.
Okay. So our butter.
So I'll take my bread.
And dip it in?
Yeah.
Okay. So Chef Debbie is making a agege French toast with akara pancake this morning.
Yeah.
It's some interesting stuff to garnish it. You can see apples and normal bell peppers, but she's about to make something extraordinary with them.
So this
I think our oil is hot enough.
Yeah. It's a good one. Take another one.
So we're putting the second one as well?
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Aha. So we're going to let this cook
for a while, then turn to the other side.
Okay, so we'll continue with our cooking here. There's a performance about to happen in the garden, and that's where we're headed now. So while we cook, there's something for you to stay active with.
Okay.
The devil beat them, stole from them, and took away their swords. So they cried out for restoration. They wept for help, and all to no avail. They look up to the hills, from where cometh their help.
Welcome back. While I am doing my best not to get distracted with what Mary is doing in the kitchen, we have to take a look at the English Premier League as we normally do, a preview and of course a review of a round of games that happened last time. Of course, it's round 8 that we're going into, and I have Olamide here with me for that. It's great to have you. You're welcome, Olamide.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, good. Of course, coming from, we know that there's always some bit of fatigue to for the players coming from a week where you have the Champions League and the Europa League. I mean, you had teams that played yesterday and then they're going to be playing on Sunday. Yeah. But the EPL is in round 8. Liverpool firing on all cylinders. Yeah. Manchester City leading the chasing pack, 5 points and all of that. Chelsea looking like the ban might just have been a blessing for them. I mean, Pulisic doesn't even have game time.
It doesn't have
game time.
Make the bench
then
nowadays.
Arsenal. Let's start with Arsenal today. Arsenal, Pepe, record signing Pepe, seems like he is not the real deal. He's not yet the real deal, what Arsenal would have wanted. What do you think of Nicolas Pepe's performances so far?
Okay, so I still watched Nicolas Pepe play last night for played about 23 minutes. And I think he's not convinced a lot of Arsenal fans out there about his quality. However, I think he's one of those players that might need a little bit more time to adapt to, his new status. Because I remember Nicolas Pepe coming through the second tier of French football. And of course, he didn't put the price tag on himself.
True.
So, ordinarily, he's a very good player. He's a player that he's got great footwork. He's got great technique. He scores loads of goals. But then there's a lot of expectations
on him.
So I think it's going to take a little time. We've seen the likes of Saka, Martinelli, younger players, Joe Willock step up. And
look at Saka, look at Martinelli. Martinelli yesterday, of course, put a strong claim for at least inclusion.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so good. So let's look at this weekend. Liverpool. While we're looking at the highlights now, Liverpool will be up against Leicester City. Okay, that could be a banana peel for Liverpool.
That has to be the most anticipated
fixture
of this week, because of course we all know that Brendan Rodgers used to be the previous Liverpool coach before, you know, Klopp took over. And
I mean, and look at this. Tottenham conceded the highest number of goals at home ever for an English team. 7-2 against Bayern Munich. That was a whooping. Like, that was unheard of.
I call it Fantastic Seven.
That was a whooping. In fact, someone says, oh God, I don't want to say the memes that were spreading, but that was a whooping. A very big one at that.
Yeah, sure.
What do you think that would have done to their confidence moving forward?
Well, I think Tottenham is a very good side, even though we're seeing another type of Tottenham this season. Of course, they have a lot of behind-the-scene challenges that they need to sort out.
You do.
And I trust that they'll bounce back. However, 7-2 would definitely have its own psychological, downside to it, and impact to the team.
Definitely.
But then they still have loads of experience.
They do.
I do hope, for the sake of competition and for the sake of making the Premier League what it is, we see Tottenham bounce back.
All right. I wish we had more time, but then Ole out has been trading. That's Manchester United. Just give me Manchester United. They'll be up against Newcastle. What do you think?
Draw.
A draw.
Yeah. Draw.
This is Manchester United, man. You expect a draw at every other time.
He's won just 4 games in the last 20.
In the last, about 20 games or so.
Yeah.
That's quite a very bad record.
Yeah.
I think that he is in the race. He's leading the race for his sack now. All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Olamide. It was great having you. It was great having you. All right. Okay. That's all on our EPL preview and review, of course. I mentioned earlier that Mary and the chef have been up to something, and it's been distracting. But let's see how far they've gone with what they're doing. Hello, chef, not Mary. Chef, hello, chef.
About instructive, as if he's not just waiting for the food, he was paying attention to the cooking. Well, you're welcome to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. And yes, Chef Debbie is here. Looks like it's not Mike alone that crashes the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yomi now has a reputation for doing so these days.
It's a growing reputation. I don't know what's going on. I've been hanging out too much with Mike.
Okay, so if you're just tuning in, Chef Debbie this morning is making akara pancakes as well as agege French toast, right? So let's continue with this. This is what our agege French toast looks like. It will look a whole lot different at the end of the show, believe me, because she's going to do the usual paparazzi. But when you toast it, this is what it looks like. So let's get over the
What's this over here?
This is beans flour.
Bean flour.
Oh, right, okay.
So I'll add some salt.
Okay.
Just a little.
A little bit of salt.
Yeah.
That's tiny salt. I didn't see the salt. Ha. Okay. Oh.
Then let me mix the eggs.
Okay.
So you're going to make akara with eggs?
Wow.
Yeah, pancake.
Okay, because it's the pancake, you know, it has to stick.
Oh,
if it doesn't, it just go like
okay,
crepes.
okay,
Yeah, so yeah, makes sense. Okay.
Just make it well.
In the middle. Yeah. Okay. Pour the eggs.
Very nice. I've never
this
seen.
Is something you can make this weekend for your family. Something different from the usual akara and ugi.
So what are these, blended onions?
Onions, yeah.
Akara and ugi is life. Oh. Ah.
Then little pepper.
Little pepper.
Yes.
Okay.
This is okay.
That's enough.
Looks so interesting. Wow.
Okay.
Add some water.
Yeah, so I already asked Chef Debbie why she blended the onions and the pepper, and she said it's because of consistency. She wanted it to be smooth when she does all the mixing. At what point do the seasoning cubes come in?
It's going to come in soon.
Okay.
I'm supposed to add that with the peppers and all.
Okay.
But nothing. No problem. We'll add it.
Are you going to add more water?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me get this straight. You guys are going to make pancakes with this. So it's not going to be like akara.
No.
Right.
It's not going to be akara balls. It's akara.
Yeah.
You know, akara
very
is the flat. Yeah, but it's going to be flat.
But flat akara,
yeah.
like flat
like
akara
pancakes.
pancakes.
Yes.
Nice.
Now you get
I've never had anything like that. So that's why you have the eggs inside.
Yeah. Thankfully, she's not going to include the. She's not going to put in yeast or something.
Okay.
No.
That's the one that would have frightened me out of here. Okay. Hope this thing will not end up as moi moi.
No, it won't.
if it's
The what?
if the water is a bit too much. Okay, well, it looks like it's
Yeah, because there's
taking
still
shape.
powder. That's
Yeah.
true. It's still thick. Chefs know best. Okay, so you have to keep stirring till...
Yeah,
I'd like
because
to
I
be
don't
the
want...
first person to taste this when she's done.
Yomi, you've been the first person tasting things.
Just to
these days.
sample it, to make sure that it's
the right...
it's fit to eat
Okay.
for our special guests.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it looks good. I'm liking what she's doing there.
Okay, so our akara pancakes are soon to go for cooking.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with these toasts?
The toasts, I'll place it nicely with the apples on the plates, then together with the akara. So the akara will come as a side.
Wow, so
on the
French
same
toast,
plate.
you bite in, you taste apples. Why haven't I thought of that before? Wow. Anyway, you can see that the akara is just about ready. We'll have to take a break, but don't worry, at the end of the show, you'll see the pancakes. They will be ready to eat, and I'm sure extremely tasty, such as our professional taster here.
Yes, indeed. So
Stay with us.
I'm just getting ready
It's
to...
Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome back. Wake Up Nigeria continues now. We have here with us Ambassador Brendan Nsikak. Now, he is the CEO and current producer of the Mr. and Miss Nigeria International Pageant and the CEO of Poise and Class magazine. He's joined us once again to give us information regarding this year's edition of the pageant. Welcome back.
Good morning.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's always great to see you.
Same here.
Whenever you come around, beautiful ladies and very handsome gentlemen follow you everywhere you go.
That's the signature.
Yes, so. Now, this particular pageant has happened before. We've talked before about pageantry in Nigeria. But I just want to know what this year's pageant is going to be all about. Of course, we're not alone on the couch. We have Denise, or rather Dennis, not Denise, Dennis here. She's representing Akwa Ibom State in this year's pageant. And doesn't she just look hot? Look at her. Look at that smile. Oh, my gosh. Very natural beauty. All right, then. I'm so sorry. Brendan, talk to us about this year's pageant.
All right, thank you for having me. This year pageant theme is Exquisite Edition.
Okay.
And we want to take it to the next level because of our international experience we have gotten so far.
Okay. How have the past kings and queens been doing? How have they been doing?
Yes, successfully. My boy just came back from Thailand.
Okay.
So Mr. Global.
Okay.
He placed top 5
Wow.
out of the 53 countries that contested.
Top 5 out of 53? Yeah. Amazing stuff, amazing. So this year's camp, where is it based? Is it in Lagos?
Yes, Lagos is a host city.
Okay, this year. And what have they been doing during the camp?
Of course, drilling workshop, training entrepreneurship skill, and visitation.
All right, beautiful. And Dennis, you're sitting there looking all beautiful, looking all calm. How's the camp been for you?
Oh, it's been awesome. Wonderful experience. Okay. It's been a really busy journey for us since the beginning of the camp. We've visited so many places. We spent our Independence Day at a school with the children.
Okay.
We visited a lot of places. We had lectures in our camp. So it's been an awesome experience, and I'm so excited about it.
Okay, I'm interested in the lectures part. What were you being lectured on? What were they teaching you?
Okay, we had a lecture on entrepreneurship.
Okay.
And others on how to pursue our goals by not following the crowd. We should face our own, what we have passion for.
Okay.
And so many other stuff.
Okay, all right. Now, I know camps can be fun, but there can also be a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. So is Brendan keeping to the rule of waking you guys up at...
so early, we barely sleep. Like, I've never had a good sleep for a while.
So how early do they wake you up? 5 o'clock?
5, yeah. We have to do devotion. We have to exercise, rehearsals, so much stuff.
All right. I'm glad to hear that he's keeping with the standards. When I was doing pageantry back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
There was a standard, and I was afraid that it would have dropped. But, hey, even there's always a high expectation of the models. But there are also male models.
Yes.
So I know the male models' schedule will be a lot different from what the female models are doing.
No, what we do, because it's a blend of the mixture of Mr. and Miss Nigeria International, so the same drilling, except we follow the standard of the female, we follow the standard of male.
Okay. Yeah. So they do workouts?
Yes, workout, almost everything they do together.
All right then. So I'm really interested in, finding out what the prize is going to be this year.
Okay, like last year we gave her a car, and this year we are doing entrepreneurship startup capital for the winners.
Beautiful.
And of course, they represent Nigeria internationally.
Okay, which pageant are they representing Nigeria?
Miss International World.
Okay.
And Mr. Global, and Attitude Men Final in Thailand, and also Miss African Continent in South Africa.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right then. So I know that, there's always this preparation for questions. So have you started preparing?
Yes,
you preparing?
I have, yes.
All right then. All the best with the pageant. We have to pass the baton now. But thank you so much for coming to the studio once again.
Thank you for having us.
All right then. I know the pageant is this weekend. You should check us out. Check them out online to find out more information. But Yomi, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, you know that Friday is for fashion, and it's time to give you some tips on styling. Right now, I've got someone special in the building with me. Of course, he is the CEO and founder of the Lion Company apparel brand, or Lion Apparel. Is that Lion Apparel?
The Lion Company Apparel.
Okay, the Lion Company Apparel brand, and that is an Afro streetwear brand that has been in existence for 3 years. Now, Rotimi Ayinde is the creative director of that brand. Hi, Rotimi. How you doing, man?
Hello, sir.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
So, urban, you're an urban apparel brand, yes, casual wears and stuff. So let's start with what you're wearing. This, what do you call this?
This is an Eternal apparel. It's meant for...
just chilling.
Just chilling, exactly.
Just relaxing in the house.
Relaxing.
It looks like something I would wear around the house. Very nice. I like it.
You look stylish.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to also be doing a few looks.
Yes,
let's just welcome the first look. And if that look is ready, please come in. All right, so this is a bit like something you're wearing, but with a hoodie.
Please. Yes, please.
Okay,
yes,
very nice, very nice. So what's this called?
So this is the Eternal Danshiki hoodie. Okay. You know, it has a Danshiki style. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
So it's a Danshiki hoodie.
Please. Yes, exactly. So like the brand is about African style. You know, we're fusing it with streetwear. So we know hoodies are streetwears, and then the Danshiki style, of course.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. So Danshiki style, but with a hoodie.
With a hoodie, then
that's a different twist to it. Okay, so this face cap is also made by you guys.
Yes, please. Yes,
all right, and that is your branding up there.
Please.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Guys, you guys look like you know what you're doing. Very nice. But I like this Danshiki one. This is also something I definitely would wear.
Oh, really?
Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much. Do we have any other looks?
Yes,
I think we have one more.
We have two more.
Okay, two more looks. Okay, so let's have the second look now. All right, okay, something for the ladies.
Exactly.
Very nice, very nice.
Still the same print as you can see, abstract art.
So abstract art prints on
a female gown. Yeah.
So what's this? What would
this is a female wear, a female gown on the Eternal collection. You know, it's an old collection. Okay, so you can see the print.
Yeah, okay, so with the prints as well. Also casual, a bit relaxed and a bit chill. Do you feel comfortable in what you're wearing?
Yes, I do.
Okay, she does. Now this is also
a
one of your
face cap,
matching face cap with that.
Yes.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much. And we have the final look. Let the final look come in.
Now here is our, I would say, our top on the list because a lot of people actually are going crazy about this.
So this is your biggest selling brand?
Yes, these are biggest selling right now. And it's still under the same collection. Okay. And it's just basically simple, stylish. You know, it's irregular. If you pull up the arm, you'll see that it has no T-shirt demarcation.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about. That it's just one straight line instead of being cut as a T-shirt.
Exactly. So it's not necessarily a regular T-shirt, and it's very stylish. So it's something you can wear in the evening, you wear in the afternoon. You could even wear it with a jacket. You can wear anything.
Very nice.
And the different
I noticed that with the T-shirt styles, you don't do any stitching on the arm.
On the arm, exactly. Just simply because it's African, and we want to, have that. It's streetwear. It's a streetwear, and it's also still African. And most African wears, you see them, it's always big. Yeah. And it's always having to, like you see what I'm wearing.
Exactly,
It's actually
free.
yeah,
and
free.
you
Exactly.
do it. So just turn around a little bit, let people see what the back looks like. Look, it's a very, very clean, very neat, very neat job that has been done. Very nice, very nice.
Thank you very much.
All right, okay, so it looks good. So you do face caps, you do shirts, casual
shorts. We do
and,
shorts,
shorts
hoodies,
as well. Okay,
hoodies, sweatshirts, and all of that. We're coming up with a new collection very soon, and that would also have some kind of style like this as well. Right. But I mean, we'll come up with a different pattern, not necessarily the same pattern anymore. But then, yeah, we would have, you know.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. Thank you so much. So, of course, this is really, really good, Rotimi. I like what you're doing, and you and your guys, young guys, just doing stuff, trying to make sure that they provide employment to young people and also sell shirts and clothing while they're at it. Anyway, so that's the Lion Company apparel for you. And we're going to be taking a break now and be back after this. Welcome back. It's still the feel-good edition of Wake Up Nigeria.
And from Yomi's voice, you can tell that he feels good right now.
Yeah, I just had me some akara pancakes.
Akara pancakes.
From the kitchen.
Akara.
And
akara pancakes. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, there it is.
And it's tasty.
That's
isn't it?
akara. But you know, she put in some eggs and did a nice
flattened
mix. It. Flattened it. Just
now, if you missed everything else, please look forward to what we call Game Day.
I think we should just give Titi her own segment. Like a 30-minute block on Wake Up Nigeria. Just on Fridays.
I
just
do
for Titi.
vocal warm-ups just for that every Friday. I do. But
yeah, we have a couple
coming.
of things as well. Game Day is just 5 minutes. Titi.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
But it's fun.
My name is Yomi Owope.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinsan. Please stream with us, tvcentertainment.tv, and on Facebook Live at TVC Connect.
Yeah. Also send in your comments using the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC.
Yeah.
And that's happening right now. The show has been on for 2 hours already.
So you can, reaffirm how great this dress is now.
Oh, yeah. So please comment on Titi's dress as well on social media.
Thank you.
It's Ankara. I don't know
Thank you, Tilda Designs.
Then the super glued some things.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're called sequins. No, they're called gemstones.
Sequins. Okay, gemstones.
Yeah, gemstones, yeah.
But they use super glue.
I don't know what they use. Yeah. But hey, we have the TVC app available for download for both Android and iOS. Download this awesome app. It'll help you watch us from anywhere in the world.
Yeah, for music, we still have Killy, who's a singer and a songwriter. And he's just somewhere around here. Is going to be coming up shortly.
And I mean, never acting funny.
And of course, our final guest for this morning is an amazing actor. Chukura, also known as Chibokins, is going to be in the building.
It sort of consumes and eats away at you. I just need...
Was that tears or an eye drop?
I don't know. I really don't know.
It's you that will know. Okay, so guys, the internet almost made me miss giving you what's happening today.
Yeah.
Today is World Animal Day.
Animal Day?
Yes, today is Taco
something
Day.
you missed yesterday.
What?
Oh National Boyfriend Day. You missed
I mentioned it.
She mentioned it.
Oh, did you?
She did mention it.
Go ahead. I mean, World Boyfriend Day.
Taco Day, Kids Music Day, Ship in a Bottle Day. I've always wondered how they do that.
That's some intricate stuff.
As well as the best of it all, World Smile Day.
Yay.
So today you should smile a whole lot more.
True.
Smile.
So ship in the bottle is simple.
Yeah.
So it's folded like it's like you made it. It's folded and then you with a string.
Yeah.
You put it in with a string and then when you draw the string, the ship stands up, and then you cut off the string.
But it's not exactly that simple, because for you to be sure,
it is
simple.
It is that simple. That's it.
I
so you've already made the ship, and then you fold it down.
You go do your own. We get plenty beer bottle for this.
No, you don't understand. The way the ship that goes into the bottle is made is collapsible.
Okay.
Right.
It's usually wooden most times. So it's the strings that actually pull it to. It's been fashioned in such a way that
when you see tricks, they actually are that way. When you find out something you don't know, we pay for so much for things that when you find like, is this thing?
Yeah.
So it's not like that. The world smiled it, man.
I didn't want to get that out so that those who make it for you
wait, it will
can
make it seem like
enjoy.
No, but this wood is thinner than toothpicks, so it is still intricate. Like if any of those toothpicks should break,
that's what I'm saying. I tried it once and it broke.
Ah, wow.
So that's
so it didn't open
as in
up
I
in the
was
bottle.
trying to force it in. The man said collapse, so I collapsed it, but I was still like.
Okay.
Please let's go to the news before something happens.
Am I missing something?
Yes, you are.
Thank you for staying tuned. It's time for yet another performance, and this time it's by rapper, singer, and songwriter Kills, right? Kili. Ha. Okay. Sorry. Could you move? Yeah. No. This way. Okay. Yeah. I'm too young to die, you see. Well, he started mastering his songwriting skills at the age of 12. Although his professional career kicked off with rap, he later evolved into singing, where he says he finds comfort. Now, Kili that's your professional name?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he draws inspiration from the likes of Craig David, Chris Brown, Tubaba, and others. Considering the fact that you draw inspiration from them, I don't think they've sung anything that has to do with Murder, She Wrote. So where did the Kili come from?
No, basically it was like in school.
Okay.
University, to be precise. So, like first year, during registration, and most of my class guys didn't really know my name.
Okay.
So everyone was just trying to come up with some kind of names for
nicknames.
someone.
Okay.
One of the guys actually had this crazy idea that there were girls who in my class that liked me, and I was killing girls and shit.
So that was where he started killing it. Okay.
Yeah,
so
there he started calling me
I'm going to let you.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you kill it very soon. From killing the girls in school to killing the beats. What genre of music do you do?
Basically, Afro fusion and Afro swing.
Afro swing.
Yeah, fusion and swing.
I've never heard that before. What's Afro swing?
It's just it's like a mixture of the new school Afrobeat, hip hop, dancehall, and the whole UK.
So you came up with that?
No. It's like a sound already.
It's already a sound. Yeah. Afro swing.
Yeah.
Wow, what a fusion.
There's like a fusion of a lot of genres.
Aha.
Yeah, mostly Afrobeat, the UK stuff, and dancehall, a little bit of dancehall.
Okay. Fantastic. So what's the song you're performing for us this morning?
My single Waviest Thing just came out like a week ago.
Waviest Thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's time for Kili to kill the beats and give us the waviest thing in town right now. Let's take it away.
Okay.
Happiness is a heaviest thing. She back it up with the heaviest thing. Give me a vibe, we a happy exchange. Kill it on deck on the Afro.
Very nice performance there. Big hand to you. Now, I have someone special with me this morning. Her name is Tonia Chukura. She's an actor who played the role of Ella in The Unsaid. Of course, she's also popularly known as Chibokins. I'm going to find out from her what that means. She started her career as a model and customer care rep before bagging roles in movies and going full-time as an actor. Untitled Mystic River, and of course, What Are Friends For and Pago are just some of the movies to her credit. And she's joining us this morning. And that's her on your screen there. I wanted to find out from you whether those were real tears or whether...
Oh, yeah.
So you're one of those who can bring out tears from your eyes when... At will. So I can just make you bring out tears from your eyes. So how does that work, though? I've always wondered how people, actors, because I know some actors can do it, some can't. But do you think about something sad, or how do you call up tears?
Well, different folks, different strokes. Some people would have to delve into a sad memory
some people would have to immerse themselves in the character they're playing. For example, if you're playing a character where you just lost your dad, and there's a scene where you have to cry, mourn for him. Some people would imagine that they just actually lost their real dad. Of course, if anybody lost a dad,
yeah, so that definitely would bring tears. So anyway, talk to us about how you started this whole thing. You know, at some point you were doing this part-time, you were trying to see if it'll work. But at what point did everything come together and you felt, you know what, this is what I'm going to do full-time, this is what I want to do with my life?
Well, like I said before, I was working somewhere because bills have to be paid.
Yeah.
But, you know, it got to a point where I wasn't really having fulfillment. I wasn't finding fulfillment. I was not happy, you know.
Even though you were paying your bills, though.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. So I had to take out time to myself to think, to pray, and ask for direction. Is because when you delve into acting, you have to pay your dues. You have to do lots of free jobs, lots of one scenes and all that. That's not going to pay the bills. You know, we
have to do it.
Yeah. So, but it got to a point where I was like, you know what? I have to choose my happiness. I have to choose my purpose, because this is what I'm meant to do. This is what I do, and I lose track of time. Makes me happy. You know, I feel fulfilled and all. Becoming other people. So I just made up my mind. I remember that day when I was going to work, I got to work and I told my supervisor, "Good morning, ma. Please, may I have the resignation form?" And she was like, "What is wrong?" I said, "No, is it a resignation? Let me just do it." I did it, and when I stepped out of that building, I was like, "Oh God,
you've done it finally.
How am I going to pay my bills?"
Yeah.
But that was like 4 years ago, and now I can say that I am so happy I made that decision.
Wow, so 4 years. So it's been 4 years, many movies to your credit, and a bunch of things that you have done. But I'm always also curious to know, when you go out, when you're about to either go for an audition and stuff like that, what's the process? Because a lot of people are watching and they're saying to themselves, you know what, I'm also not happy. Maybe somebody's watching in their office and they say, I'm not happy, I think I want to be an actress. And they might want to, how do you start?
Okay. First and foremost, you have to be sure that this is what you're called to do, because if this is not what you're called to do, being an actor, if it's not what you're called to do, then it is pointless, because it's just going to be a futile circle.
Right.
So be sure this is what you're called to do. Be ready to bear the consequences, because at first it's not going to be easy. I know I had to go through auditions, morning till night. I'm going to be there, and then I will not be called back. You know, you have to get ready for a lot of no's.
They'll tell you, you didn't get the role, we're sorry, and things like that.
Disappointments. I had to take lots of classes, online trainings. I had to go for
So you have
lectures.
to take classes?
Yes, because I'm not there yet. I keep bettering myself every day because I want to be the best at my field, right? Then when the jobs start coming, don't expect, oh, you have to play the major scene at first. You have to play. Okay, so nobody knows that I was at the first MTV-based Sugar.
You were?
Yes, but
Okay.
it was just like 2 scenes.
Just 2 scenes?
Yes.
Probably one of those party scenes or a scene in a club. Okay.
I played a health counselor.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was basically just talking to some people, but you know.
Okay, we couldn't hear.
So that nobody knows that I was there, and you should be ready to face those challenges.
Yeah,
you know, people
and then
after
a while, and things start picking
After a
up.
while, when you keep putting yourself out there, your work out there. I even used to do skits on Instagram because I just want to act. I just want to become any other person other than myself.
You wanted to put yourself out there.
I kept putting my stuff out there, and there's even a major project that I was in, Mystic River. It's a TV series, big one, huge one, by Roger Sofime.
Right.
He actually, I actually got that role through my content. You know.
So somebody saw your content on Instagram.
I like what you do. I want you to go for a screen test. I went and boom.
That's amazing. You know, one of the things that I mean, you touched on a number of things right now, and you said, you know, you have to keep trying, you have to keep putting yourself out there. But at what point did you get a role that you felt, yes, you know, this thing is beginning to pay off. You know, I'm glad I made this decision. Now some good money is going to be coming in, and I'm going to get some good exposure.
Okay. I started acting actually before I started working.
Yeah, So you were doing it side by side until,
the money wasn't good. I would say the person that ever paid me my first money's worth is the Z World series came to Nigeria to shoot a series. The Z World Africa came to Nigeria to shoot a series, and I went for the audition. I got the role. The money was good.
So that was super good, yeah.
Yes, it was.
So you felt it was an indication that, this is something
yes, so, okay. And then when I got the Mystic River series, I was just like, okay, I can get used to this. So now I have stepped up and I have a standard now. Yeah, so
people just kind of just call you and say, okay, come and do this, we'll give you this little amount.
It is the way you present yourself. It is the way people see me now and see the quality of the jobs that I'm doing now. They call me for good stuff.
That's very nice.
I can say that I've paid my dues.
So I'm sure 2019 has been good. You've made some money. You're ready to just relax and chill. So talk to us about Mystic River. We're just about to round off now. We're going to be doing games after the break. But talk to us about Mystic River.
Mystic River is a TV series that was produced by Roger Sofime, directed by Uzodimma. It is one project that I'm looking forward to seeing, like, on the screen. We had to go to Ijebu to shoot for 3 months. No light, no network, no
for 3 months.
Yes, no water. In the bush, because we had a picture in mind, and it was achieved. The pictures are really good, and I can't wait for you to see it.
I'm going to check it out as well.
But that's going to be later. The one that is coming out this month is the Herbert Macaulay Affair.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay, with Umar and
goodness.
excellent.
Directed by Imo Umore.
Yeah.
It's going to be in the cinemas 25th of.
Looking forward to it as well. So I'm looking forward to all your other projects, Tonya. Thank you so much for joining us today. You're going to be sticking around with us, obviously, for the games. And that will be after this break, guys. Welcome back, guys. Now, I'm not sure where Titi is. She's somewhere around here. But I've got Mike in the blue corner.
Am I contesting this thing?
You are contesting now.
I don't know.
You thought you were the moderator.
No, no moderator. You know those people that come, they cheer you on the sideline, like, just go, hey, go.
Well, we've dragged you into the ring.
I thought I was cheering.
Antonia is still with us. She's an award-winning actress. She's on her way. She's on her way.
Huh? Go, Tonya. Go, Tonya. Go. How's the plan?
I should cheer you guys.
Yeah. So anyway, the game is simple, and we're playing something very interesting. And of course, it's called Guess the Song and the Name of the Artist. We'll try and keep it as simple as possible. We will not bring anything from the 60s or 70s.
Do we have phone a friend? Please, we should have phone a friend.
Anyway, so you're going to be picking now. You're going to be picking numbers from 1 to 15, and then whoever guesses correctly wins a point. At the end of the game, we'll give you some akara pancakes. Akara pancakes will be the reward. Now there's the akara pancakes on the screen there. Looking nice and fresh. So we're ready to go. I'm going to be moderating.
Okay. Please, this song you should play. You should play a song that we know.
Name of the artist is what you're going to be guessing. So we're starting with Mike Mexicano. What number do you want?
Hey, number 7.
Number 7.
That's the best.
The number of completion. So
Number
let's play
7.
the song number 7.
One day, of this great nation.
I'm Austria, I'm what? Give me pancake.
Just like the sun.
So incidentally, I also by the side the remix of the song. The guy who came after me, before Mary's interview now.
Are you serious?
Yes, now. Blackface came after me. Say, where's that guy that was tackling me? Yeah, but Two-Face, African Queen. Innocent Idibia.
Guys, that's too easy now. Okay, anyway.
Oh! Yeah. That's what's up. Eh?
All right, so we have Tonya. Pick a number, Tonya. Tonya picks number 1.
Guess I'm on my way.
Both of you are old.
But I still don't know. I don't know the. I think I know. I know the name. I know the name of the song, but I know the artist.
Yeah, I know
it's
that
easy
song,
now.
but I've forgotten the name of the Phil. No, not Phil.
Phil Collins. Not Phil Collins.
Mighty glad to stay.
Try.
Were you about to say the morning?
I was about to say the morning.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. No.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So you didn't get that. So Mike wins this round. Anyway.
Is that Michael Bolton?
Can we take his 1 point?
Hey, some people should not talk here. Somebody that's supposed to be here, they're forming break. If you open your mouth here, some people are talking.
You should collect your 1 point back, Mike.
No, this is called suggestive meandering. When you want to confuse
Mike,
somebody.
Pick a number, Mike.
Okay, 7.5. 17.
No, 1 to 15.
1 to 15.
1 to 15. So pick a number.
14.
Number 14, Mike.
We are playing this song that people don't know now. You come down.
Okay. Huh? Number 14.
Number 14 is blank. It's bonus. Number 14 is bonus. Thank you.
Whenever you see me on it, I know that money is calling. And me, I go rich before morning.
Yeah, the voice is, yeah.
Sing now, play now. I've never heard this song,
about the ladies running around my mansion daily. It's very, very
It's like this person is with the person Burna Boy learns from.
So who's that?
Sean Paul. Hey. I just had 1, 2 of you. You people that are going
so you didn't get that round.
Wait, now, I'm not finished. Wait, now, he's guessing now.
You only have one guess.
One guess.
Okay, so I'm making the rules.
It's not like that
making
now.
the rules as I go along. Okay, so who's that?
Give me lifeline.
Can you give us the answer?
Lifeline.
Burna Boy.
I said Burna Boy.
No, you said the person that Burna Boy learned from.
I said Burna Boy now.
Why, baby, like an era? Did you want to break this thing?
No, now. Burna Boy now. I said Burna Boy now.
Still one?
You still have one?
Yeah, one.
You said the person that Burna Boy learned from.
I was just trying to let people know that I have sense. You see, so I don't want to give you the answer straight.
Tonya, pick a number.
2.
Number 2. You better get this one. We're waiting, Mr. DJ. DJ Halima.
Much brighter future. One day, we can fully utilize the resources of this great nation to its full potential.
Just wait.
I have a dream.
One day, it go better. For Niger,
come on now, you know the song.
Money go circulate like to go day. One day, we no go need to job.
Well, she does. All right, so I think what we're going to be doing after this round is that we're going to be throwing it to the next person. But not in this round.
Don't throw. That round has finished. The song no girl.
Okay, one day. It's LD the Dawn.
LD.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's Eddie. What's Eddie? Okay, Eddie has retired now.
Well, yeah.
Eddie has retired now.
Yeah, essentially.
It's in US.
Pulling off.
Okay.
So
1.5.
So I think we're getting to the last round. Pick a number.
Number 10.
Number 10.
Number 10. When you play fast, though, you know that when you waste time, the thing used to go out from the head fast. When you're wasting time.
Tonya is saying it's not fair. She knows all of Mike's songs, and then the songs that you're giving her.
So I don't understand. So personally, let me get a review on this song, right? Whiskey Joro. I feel like Whiskey is not working so much.
You haven't answered.
I've answered the question. This first statement now.
No. Answer the question first before your analysis.
Whiskey now.
Okay, so Whiskey.
Joro. Joro.
Okay.
Joro. Joro, all the way laughing in here.
Final round, Tonya. This is your chance. Okay, catch up anyway.
I think I'll just go to those numbers. 13, yeah.
Yeah, 13. Yeah. Okay, so let's have 13 for Tonya. Fine. This one is easy.
Hey, dreams come true. Plantation boys. Sorry.
Wait, you said only one now. What's the artist? What's the song now?
She said Plantation Boys.
Plantation Boys.
What's the song? So, by the way, I hope you guys know that this song, they're not the original singers of this song. You hope you know it's Bonnie M.
Oh, yeah, Bonnie M from back in the 70s.
Okay.
Anyway, so Mike Mesicano with 2 points.
2.5.
And 2 points. And Tonya with 1 point.
So
Thank you so much. Well done.
Tonya,
But we'll still offer you some
this way.
akara pancakes.
Oh, nice.
Is that what it's called?
So, yeah.
Please, this way.
Yep.
Welcome to the kitchen. Please take a seat. Please come this way. Take a seat. Welcome to the kitchen. Today's chef,
very nice
Chef
breakfast.
Debbie, she's made akara pancakes and agege French toast.
Agege French toast.
Agege French.
So this is like street food.
Yeah, this is some
Like
this
Afrofusion.
Afrofusion.
Yes, introducing our local ingredients into like the French toast, French meal, then pancake is an English breakfast. So using akara to make pancakes.
Crepe.
Yeah. So,
Very nice.
it's all yours.
Yes.
Those are apples, by the way, fresh apples.
Please, go ahead,
So
have
you
a
can
taste.
start from anywhere. And while that is going on, we're saying our thank yous to Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
Yes, indeed. A big shout out to everyone who's been on the show throughout the week. We appreciate you. We love you. Wake Up Nigeria is going to be back again, 6 a.m.
I'm not sure.
on
I think
Monday.
Titi has been drinking something.
Wow.
It must be a competition between she and Mike.
Why? I don't. Mike can't compete.
You've suddenly turned to a hype man. Okay.
Do you like it?
I love it.
You
Good.
do?
Have you tried the akara?
Yeah. You've been trying the agege
French toast.
Agege French toast.
Agege French toast. All right.
I love it.
all
2
right.
names, Agege French.
Honestly, lovely.
Well done,
Loving it.
chef.
It's gonna
Debbie.
be
Amazing.
Thank you.
It's gonna be a great day, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.